Hi everybody, I'm Michelle Wellman and welcome to City Scene. On this month's program, we're going to talk about two important health-related topics, as well as get an update on one of our city's library programs. Up first, here's an update on an East Side Road construction project.
This is a joint project with the City of Sioux Falls and the Department of Transportation. It's a $37 million project, and when it's completed, it's going to have some significant improvements to this critical east-west corridor here in Sioux Falls. Some of the major improvements we're going to be completing here with this project include the widening of 26th Street and also with expansion in the Southeastern Avenue intersection. We'll be working on the Exit 5 ramps there for I-229 and making some realignments and some expansion there. And then also on 26th Street, we're going to be raising the road at Southeastern Avenue about 27 feet in the air and building a new overpass over the BNSF Railroad to get rid of that at-grade crossing and delays that a lot of commuters run into when the trains are coming through town. Combined, all these improvements are going to have a real big impact and greatly improve the traffic flow in this area. The first phase, we'll be working on 26th Street. We'll be reducing it to one lane in each direction. During this first phase, we're not closing Southeastern Avenue or Yeager Road or any of the interchange ramps. But this is a 2-year project, and coming up, you know, as we evolve through the project, we are going to have some additional closures. So, you know, please stay informed with the project. We'll be making announcements as those things come up. Over the course of this project, traffic capacity is going to be restricted in this area. You know, we're going down to one lane in each direction, and so there will be delays. We encourage drivers to look for alternate routes during construction. You know, some of the suggested routes we have are 12th Street and 57th Street to go east to west, and also using Sycamore and Cliff Avenue to get around. Along these routes and other of these east side streets, our traffic team is going to be monitoring those during the construction project to look at how traffic is flowing, and we will be modifying the timings on any signals that we can to help to improve that traffic flow as much as we can. But do recognize there's a lot of traffic that is going to be finding alternate routes, so there are going to be delays, and we're just going to try and minimize it the best we can. You know, one thing we encourage people is to work with your employer to see if you can adjust your work schedule. So maybe you can leave a little earlier in the day or a little later in the day to try and avoid those really peak times of traffic. Some other things, you know, we really encourage people to try carpooling. You know, we've got a fantastic bike trail system in Sioux Falls. If you can bike to work, that's another way to get some vehicles off the road. And also, Sioux Area Metro still is going to be serving the east side of town. You know, encourage you to look at our public transportation. So anything we can do to minimize the vehicles on the roadway is gonna help.
Oh my goodness, that is going to be one huge project. Up next is Shannon Austin to introduce us to our Landfills new supervisor.
Hey Sioux Falls, Shannon Austin here at the new City Center, and today we are going to introduce you to the new Sanitary Landfill Superintendent, Donnie Cooper. Donnie, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Shannon. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so last month we talked to your predecessor, Mr. Dustin Hanson, as he ventured off to the Streets Division and left you in charge. So can you give our viewers a little bit of history on your background?
Yep, so I've been with the City of Sioux Falls for 7 years now. My first 4 years I was with the City Engineer's office, and then I took over as Operations Manager for the Sioux Falls Landfill, and recently promoted to Landfill Superintendent about a month ago.
Oh, so you're a newbie then, very fresh.
Yep.
So tell us a little bit, what does the operations manager do as far as your previous position?
Yep, so the operations manager is in charge of the day-to-day operations as far as your equipment, your employees. We have 12 full-time equipment operators and 2 full-time landfill gas technicians.
Okay.
And just making sure you're staying efficient and within budget.
So that previous position really set you up for this overall superintendent position then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So been in there a month, anything new and exciting that you didn't know before as your previous position that you're, oh wow, this is really interesting?
Yeah, so actually Sioux Falls, or landfills, are really highly technical, and there's a lot of new things that happen. It's continually changing. Recently, we just signed a new 10-year contract with Poet, who is a really good partner with Sioux Falls landfill.
That was just in the news, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yep.
just saw that. So describe a little bit about what that actually means then for the landfill.
Yep. So we started gaining revenue off of landfill gas in 2009.
Okay.
And we had a 10-year contract. We had gained about $17 million through the course of that 10 years, and we're projected to go another 10 years and hopefully look at gaining about $13 million revenue. That's our goal anyways. So basically, we collect all of our landfill gas at the landfill through a series of gas wells,
Okay.
Vertical and horizontal wells, and then it gets conditioned through a gas compressor and shipped through a 12-inch, 11-mile pipeline from Sioux Falls landfill to Poet's facility.
Which is where?
It's in Chancellor.
Okay, so it's south of town.
Yep.
So when you talk about gas, for some of our viewers that aren't 100% certain on the operations, what is the gas that we're talking about?
So landfill gas is a combination. It's mainly made up of methane,
Okay.
Carbon monoxide, and nitrogen.
So that happens when our garbage is all piled and compressed, then that gas comes up?
Correct.
Okay.
It doesn't really come up. It actually it's created through a process of the decomposition of municipal solid waste mass.
Okay.
And collected through those series of wells.
Okay.
Yep.
So what are the benefits then that the users to the regional sanitary landfill can see from this?
So since we gain those revenues and we are able to keep our tipping fees at a minimum, we've not had a raise in tipping fees since 2015, and we're not projected to raise those tipping fees for up until 2023.
So this is really a benefit for all of our users.
Yes, it is.
And so this is a regional landfill?
It is.
Right? And so it's how many counties
So
are in that?
we collect from a 5-county region.
Gotcha. So then for this benefit that the city of Sioux Falls sees, does the regional users also see that benefit?
Yeah. So it's not only the city of Sioux Falls, but it's a 5-county region. So it's a big area that we cover.
Awesome. Well, one of the last questions that I have for you is, so always every year I'm looking for that sanitary landfill free pass. Is that something that's going to be coming out again pretty soon?
Yes, absolutely. We should be seeing those in your mailbox fairly soon.
Okay.
And we'll run that program from Memorial Day to Labor Day.
Awesome. I'm always looking forward to that. So, well, we certainly welcome you to your position, and I think we're going to have to come out and check you out what you're doing this summer out at the landfill.
Yeah, absolutely. You're more than welcome.
Thanks so much for your time.
Thanks.
Back to you.
As promised, this month we're going to talk about 2 health-related topics. The first, did you know that March is Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month? Here's Mary Michaels to give us some tips on how to avoid this disease.
Hi, I'm Mary Michaels with Live Well Sioux Falls, and with me today is Sarah Romeo, who's the colon cancer navigator for Falls Community Health. And Sarah, there's a giant colon set up here in the lobby. What's going on?
Yes, so March is our Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month, so we thought it'd be great to bring in the big giant colon, the rolling colon. Colon cancer is the third leading cause of cancer and the second leading cause of death between both men and women combined.
And I noticed you got a new do, so I'm thinking this isn't your normal hair color. Why blue?
Right, so blue represents colorectal cancer. So we like to wear it throughout March to really raise awareness and talk about the risks and preventable factors.
So talk about some of those risks. What puts people at higher risk for colorectal cancer?
Sure. Anyone 50 and older is at the highest risk, but of course if you smoke, if you're African American, or if you have a family history, then you should be screened earlier.
Okay, so if you have those risks, or maybe you're not sure if you have risks and you want to talk to your doctor about it, what are some of those preventive things that you can do to reduce your risk?
Sure. Well, the first one is to get screened, and you can come to your doctor and take home a kit, and you can be screened that way. Otherwise, just preventable measures would be eating healthy, not smoking, and exercise.
And so you talked about screening, so there is that at-home test that people can do, but oftentimes if that would come back positive or you need to do something more, then there's the colonoscopy, right? And
Yes.
so that's kind of the gold standard for screening.
Yes, and the nice thing about a colonoscopy that causes colorectal cancer to be the most preventable cancer. They do the procedure and they can remove any polyps.
So catching it early makes it treatable.
Exactly.
So when you're talking about prevention, you mentioned physical activity, and there just happens to be an event coming up this summer, so tell us about that.
Yes, so this year is our second annual Blue Move. It's a 5K run and walk for families all ages. And it's going to be at Riverdale Park August 10th at 8 a.m. Registration is opened, and in honor of colorectal cancer for March, we have a reduced cost at $25 for registration. April 1st it does go up, so make sure to sign up early.
Okay, so sign up early for the race or the run, the walk, all ages.
Yep.
Where can people go for more information and to find race registration?
Live Well Sioux Falls has the website link. Otherwise, you can go to allsports.com as well.
Okay, great. So remember to have a healthy lifestyle, get screened early, and then check out livewellsiouxfalls.org for information about colorectal cancer awareness and the Blue Move 5K coming up in August. Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you.
Our next health-related topic focuses on keeping kids healthy in school. Here's more.
Did you know that in addition to our downtown clinic, Falls Community Health is in 3 Sioux Falls elementary schools? Falls Community Health wants to welcome all students at Hayward, Hawthorne, and Terry Redland Elementary to visit our school-based health clinics.
School-based clinics are integral in children's healthcare needs, especially in some of our lower socioeconomic parts of our city. They help students stay in school, which is really important. We do that by offering acute care services such as sore throats, earaches, fevers, coughs, runny nose, stomach aches, those types of things. We also give all of their immunizations if needed, all the way from infancy to adulthood. We offer those services at our clinic. In addition, we also can serve as your family's medical home or primary care. We offer chronic care such as diabetes, hypertension, for our littler kids, ADHD, asthma, depression, anxiety, or any sort of obesity or nutrition counseling. We can offer those services here too. We have a lot of support staff to help our kids stay in school, like social work, counselors, dietitians, and we also offer dental services, preventative and restorative care for our kids. So our services here are to keep kids in school and to help them learn, and we do that by making sure they're emotionally, spiritually, and physically ready for school each day.
Here, we make it easy for your child to be seen during school hours. With parental consent, your child is able to receive medical and dental services, including physical exams, dental screenings, and immunizations. Parents are welcome to attend the appointment, but it's not required.
Here at Hawthorne, we like having our health center in our school. It's a way that we can provide services for our kids that they sometimes won't get because of their parents maybe are unable to get them to the doctor because of their work or transportation issues. So we're able to take that factor out of the equation and get them to the clinic here and get their services met. So their attendance is improved actually, because then they're in school and getting healthy also at the same time and getting the services that they need.
Our school-based clinic is the perfect solution for an illness that comes on quickly, such as a sore throat, cough, earache, or even tooth pain. Your child will be escorted by Falls Community Health staff from the school office down to our clinic.
The Falls Community Health benefits parents as far as they don't have to take that time off work to get their child to the clinic. They come to the nurse here at school, and we're able to get them in almost the same day that they come here to school with, if they have a health concern or issue. We can get them to the clinic, get them any care that they need. So again, their attendance isn't delayed for being out of school and then trying to get to that doctor, and then also multiple days trying to clear up whatever health matter is at the time.
Falls Community Health accepts most insurance, including Medicaid. We also offer applications for our discount programs based on income and household size. The goal of our partnership with the Sioux Falls School District is to keep your child healthy and ready to learn. Call us or see your school office to get enrolled today. For more information, you can visit us online at siouxfalls.org/FCH.
Hi, I'm Dr. Maurer from Falls Community Health, here today to talk to you about keeping your kids healthy and active. It is recommended kids get at least 60 minutes of physical activity every day. Other important guidelines are to limit screen time to a maximum of 2 hours and avoid sugary beverages. I encourage parents to be healthy role models for their kids by getting out and being active along with them. If you have any questions about nutrition or exercise, contact your physician or Falls Community Health.
Finally, this month, we're going to talk about OneBook Sioux Falls, one of our library's great programs. Here's Dan Neves to explain more.
Welcome to the library, everybody. I'm Dan Neves, and today I'm with Jane Taylor, branch librarian for the Ronning Branch Library. Welcome, Jane. How are you?
Doing great. How are you?
Good, good. This is a busy time of year for you because you help steer Siouxland in OneBook Siouxland.
Yes.
This is the second year we've done it, correct?
Right. Second year we've done it. I'm very excited about the title this year. So yeah, it's fun.
So for those who may not know, didn't participate last year, may not be familiar with what OneBook Siouxland is, can you give us a little bit of history, or what is it?
Well, OneBook Siouxland is based on the One Book concept from Seattle. The goal is to have many, many people in a community read a title and come together as a community and discuss the title. And that's what we wish to do here too.
Okay. So we pick a different book every year. And this year's book, I think, is very fitting for who we are as a community,
right, and
region, really.
Mm-hmm.
What is the title and how we come up with it? Do we just any, mini, money, mo?
That would be interesting, wouldn't it? We have two teams, citizen teams that pick our titles. We have an advisory team who reads 20 books, and then they narrow it down to 3 books, and then we have a selection team of 5 people that choose the actual title of those 3 books. So the cream always rises to the top on when we're choosing our titles. So it's pretty, when we get down to those 3 titles, it's kind of fun.
That's interesting. Is there a lot of good discussion in that process?
There's great discussion. We have, pros and cons of each title, why it's a good fit for us. Is it readable? Is it an award winner? Is it accessible for the mass majority of our customer base?
Sure. So what is our title this year?
Our title this year is a nonfiction title, which was kind of unusual. I thought, that's kind of a different take from last year. So it's Prairie Fires by Carolyn Fraser. It is about Laura Ingalls Wilder and really truly what she went through. It's not a biography of her, but it's like a historical biography. So the author brings in all of these different historical things that were going on while Laura was growing up, when she even passed the books. So it goes beyond where the books end.
Oh, okay. So is it fair to say that Prairie Fires is kind of like a trail leading through the time period of when those Little House on the Prairie books would have taken place, and then further on?
Yes, and actually before that, it even starts in this 1860s in the Dakota Territory with her folks. So all of the history surrounding that, and then it continues on through the after the books were published, when the books were actually republished with the new illustrations, and toward the ends of Laura's life, and with her daughter too. So.
All right.
It's quite the time span.
So we go through all these panels, we read 20 books, narrow it down to 5 to 3, and we pick Prairie Fires for this year. What next? Do we just all say, hey, please read this book, and we call it a day?
Not quite. We do have so many wonderful programs this year. We have a program about the Dust Bowl and what happened in the Prairie, on the Prairie when Pa was digging up the Prairie and how that affected the Dust Bowl in the 30s. We have a program of a Laura Ingalls Wilder, an actor, coming.
Really?
So she is going to talk about Laura Ingalls' life as an actor portrayal. So that will be really fun. We have a quilting program. We have multiple book discussions. And then at the end, we have the author coming, which is so exciting.
So you've actually got Carolyn Fraser coming.
Yes, Carolyn Fraser is coming at the end of April. So we are so excited to have and host her. She's a fabulous lady, and we're excited to have her.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
When is that author visit, and is it free?
It's free for the public. It's at the Orpheum Theater, so we have plenty of space. But we do encourage people to sign up online, call the library, get signed up, so you can get a reminder when it is too, and put it on your calendar.
Awesome.
Yeah. But I don't want to forget the kids, because this is based on a series of children's books. We're doing a book discussion for elementary school with Little House in the Big Woods. That's at the Ronning Library. Check the dates and times on the website. We also have a teen program, Life-Size Oregon Trail. We have some other Ks to 5 programs with Oregon Trail. So just kind of fun stuff for everybody. And Pioneer Day, that's our kickoff. That's going to be at the Prairie West Library. So that's for the whole family.
That's awesome. And you talk about the kickoff event at Prairie West and then leading up to the end of the month with Carolyn Fraser. We're talking about the month of April, correct?
The entire month of April. Yeah, something every weekend. And, all through the week. So
that's good. And plenty of opportunity to get in on a book discussion. One thing I did see perusing the website, which is interesting, I don't think I've seen it at Siouxland before, was there's a whole bunch of book clubs, including a virtual book discussion.
Yeah, we're going to try something new. It's going to be on Facebook. It's going to be a weekly discussion. So we're going to take a section of the book each week and do an online Facebook book discussion. So if you can't come to us, we can come to you.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. Just participate on your phone or your computer?
Yes.
That's
Sign
good.
up. Just click interested on the Facebook events.
I might have to look up this. I keep going back to this teen event with your Oregon Trail, because I don't think any of them know really what joy it was to play Oregon Trail as a kid. I went hunting a lot.
You'll fit right in. You might want to come to that one, right?
I might want to come to that one. I could pass for a teen. So how do I find out when things are, where to go?
Stop at your local library, go to the website, call any of our Siouxland libraries. Call your favorite library.
Awesome. Yeah. You'll see us all just sporting OneBook buttons throughout the entire month here, March and April, preparing up for April. Plenty of stuff going on, something for everyone. Visit us online at siouxlandlib.org, or give any of us a call, stop in, say hi.
Yep.
Have you read this yet?
Yes, I have. I listened to it. So that's the other thing. You can listen. Go online, download the apps, Cloud Library, RB Digital, and you can listen on your device, or you can we have ebooks available. So even if you can't get in, you can still check it out.
And how long am I going to have to wait? It's a good book.
The books, we do have some available. So those are you can still get a hold of those. The audiobooks, I think there's a little bit of a wait list. In the large print, I think there's a slight wait list. But that's why you want to start now. Get your name on the list.
We're definitely prepared. I was putting a copy of this on hold actually the other day for a customer, and they did have to wait for the book, but not for very long. I think it was like a day or two.
Yeah.
We had like 160 something copies of this thing. So you won't have to wait very long. There's still time to get this book done before the book discussions and everything else. So
yeah, very definitely.
Get it done. Jane recommends it, says it's a good book.
Yes, it's a good book.
Awesome. Well, if you have any other questions, get a hold of any of us, however you like to do that, through Ask a Librarian, give us a phone call, stop by. We're all ready and willing to say hi and help you out. Read Prairie Fires with the rest of Siouxland and participate in many of our programs here in the month of April.
Yep.
Well, thank you, Jane.
You're welcome.
And we'll see you all next time.
As always, thank you for watching this month's City Scene. If you're looking for some more information or to watch the show once again, visit YouTube or SiouxFalls.org. Again, thanks. Bye-bye.